A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to the Pharisees, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, who is not the shepherd and does not know the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away, and the wolf snatches them and scatters them. The hired hand runs away because a hired hand does not care for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock and one shepherd. For this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up again. I have received this command from my Father. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Brothers and sisters, Jesus tells us today that He wants us for Himself. He wants to own us so that we are for His own. Now, in every language, to own someone, to own something, has, especially someone, that negative connotation. It makes us remember slavery. And nobody wants us to give up what, especially in the Western world, has become a value, an absolute value in itself, of freedom. And I'll already say now that freedom as a value doesn't exist. Because freedom is a fruit of living up to certain values. To be free means to be responsible and taking responsibility for your actions. To be free means to know that you are guiding others and yourself in the right way. In other words, respecting others, taking responsibility also for others. That's a topic for another time. Because of us thinking so much of freedom, and especially the subjective freedom that I am free to do what I want, to be owned makes us think of, as I said, negative things. But that's because we think on a very human level of ownership. When we own something, it's ours and we can do with it as we please. We are the masters of it. But that's not the case for Jesus. That's not the case for God. When God says something is His own, He is the owner of it. It means He takes responsibility for it. He cares for it. See, only mankind is able to blindly run to own things that are valueless. Notice that even our money has value because we have a philosophy that gave it value. A paper, or in Canada, a piece of plastic, doesn't have the value in itself. We have to assign it fake value. God, on the other hand, only takes ownership of things that are priceless. And that's why He wants to take ownership of us, because we are one and only. We're unreplaceable. Each one of us are priceless in His eyes. And when He says, I want to own you, He says, I want to take responsibility for you, but I leave you free to let me do that or not. Let us let ourselves be owned by God and live up to that ownership by our everyday actions. Have a blessed Monday of the 4th week of Easter, and God bless.